welcome to Rathods Science Academy. Today in this session we are going to see important current affairs that appeared in our today's Hindu newspaper dated 15 February 2025. So actually today is Saturday, there are very less number of articles which appeared in our newspaper which are relevant from your examination point of view. So let us see those from both static and dynamic point of view. So if you see the first article, see the title guys. India-US to double bilateral trade by 2030. So there are around 3 to 4 articles in our newspaper regarding trade, where they are going to expand trade between India and USA. So it is not like you have to read each and every article, but whatever the important terminologies that are there in that article, you have to focus on that. So now let us see the keyword. Keyword of this article is Indo-US trade. Keyword is Indo-US trade. So from which topic you can see this, from which subject you can see this, in fact? From GS paper 2 under international relations and from GS paper 3 under economy, you can see this topic. And what are the dimensions you have to see? So now they are talking that we have to improve our trade now. That means we have to almost double trade between India and US now. That means you have to see what is a history. Like you have to see about what is a trade which is going on now. And second important point you have to think is, yes, they are saying that we have to double this trade, but in which sectors they can go for increasing of trade. That means in which sectors or in which goods or in which services they are going to focus now to improve trade. So you have to see that. And from economy point of view, if you are increasing the trade, so how it is going to impact our economy. So that is the thing that you have to see. And even you have to see what is the present context, why it is in news. And you have to see some related terms in other articles. Okay, so all these are the important areas that you have to focus on from this article. Okay, now let us see the context. In a significant bilateral meeting, so recently the meeting had happened between India and US. Actually, you know that in recently Aero India 2025 had happened in Bangalore. So in that Aero India also US participated. So in that meet also they said that we are going to improve trade between India and US. So actually this article is saying that we want to double our trade by 2030, and the target here is we have to reach $500 billion under this initiative of Mission 500. So here we are going to come up with a new mission that is called as Mission 500. In this Mission 500, we are going to focus on doubling of trade between India and US. That too, we have to reach $500 billion. So here there will be a question from your prelims like, recently Mission 500 is seen in news. Between which countries it is? You may get options like India, Russia, India, US, or like India, France, or India, Philippines. It is between India and US. So in this way also you can get some basic questions in your prelims for sure. It's a very simple. And now if you see the points which are given in this article or highlighted in this article, the first important point here is they are coming up with trade goals. So they are going to improve trade. They want to double the trade. So it mainly helpful for improving of economic ties between the nations, and because of that it will be also very helpful for increasing of mutual benefits, and even it will be also helpful for enhancing of trade relations. And even we are focusing on improving of energy purchases between these countries as well. And next one here is we are especially committing to increase energy imports. So here whenever we are increasing energy imports, obviously we can ensure energy security in our country. We are focusing on energy security, And whenever we are improving this energy security, obviously we can maintain or improve bilateral ties. And the project which is going to increase from $15 billions to $25 billions, which mainly suggests that yes, we are going to have energy partnership. So especially we are going to achieve our target of renewable energy if you are having this energy security agreements with other countries. And not only this, even we are focusing on getting this defense technology. So actually now the discussions are going on between India and US to get F-35 sheath fighters. So we are going to get F-35 sheath fighters from this US. So because of this, we can also enhance defense cooperation between India and US. And next one here is framework for defense collaboration. So even because of introduction of US India Compact Initiative, so it is improving or deepening military and as well as technological partnership between these two countries. And through this India US Compact Initiative, it will be very helpful for enhancing of defense cooperation between the countries, and even it will also set a stage for innovation and even to improve joint capabilities in addressing regional security challenges as well. And next one is the broader agenda. They also discussed about energy, technology, defense, etc. So that whatever the challenges that we are having now, so we can address some of these challenges. Okay, so if you see about economic growth or a trade between India and the US, so if you see the history, what is this trade which is going on? So here, actually US is India's second largest trading partner in 2023. And the bilateral trade between these two countries have been risen in the recent past by 72%. And now we want to go for doubling of this trade between India and US to reach 500 billion target. That is called as Mission 500. You have to remember this. And now let us see the next article. So here if you see, there is one more article regarding the same thing, India and US relationship. So actually in this article you have to know about one important term, that is called as trust. Trust is nothing but transforming the relationship utilizing strategic technology. So actually we are going to get that technology. So here you may get a question like, recently trust is seen in news. They may ask what is the full form of trust, or this trust is between which and which country. Okay, so in this way you have to know about this. And even you have to see 123 civil nuclear agreement between India and US. Okay, so those are the two important terminologies that you have to see. And let us see the next article. It is about Modi, Shah and Rahul set to meet on Monday to choose next CEC. So we are not going to talk about what is happening politically, but we are very much bothered about the terms which are there in your title, that is CEC. So CEC is nothing but Chief Election Commissioner. Okay, the keyword here is CEC, Chief Election Commissioner. So where you will see this topic? In your polity, GS paper 2, you will be seeing this. And here, this comes under constitutional body called as Election Commission of India. So here, Article 324 talks about this Election Commission of India. And in this Election Commission of India, which is a constitutional body, how many members we have? We have 3 members. One is CEC, that is Chief Election Commissioner, and other 2 members are Election Commissioners. So this article is about head, that is Chief Election Commissioner. So here there is a very high chance of getting prelims based question regarding this Chief Election Commissioner. So how you can get a question? You can get a question on the basic facts, like which are the articles or constitutional provisions regarding this CEC, or you may get question regarding appointment process, or what is a tenure, or removal process, and you may get question regarding roles and responsibilities as well. So if you covered this topic from your Lakshmikant well, then there will be one question or 2 marks in your pocket. Okay, now let us see this article in detail. So now there is a tussle which is going on regarding who will be the next CEC, and now they are going to decide. So here, if you see about the constitutional provisions regarding CEC or Election Commissioner, so here just 5 articles, that is Article 324 to Article 329, which comes under part 15, that is elections, deals with these people. And actually our constitution does not lay down any specific legislator or any process for appointment of CEC and EC. So this is a one loophole. So because of this, now it is in news, it is in debates. So article 324 of the constitution, which says that superintendence, direction and control of elections in an election commission consisting of chief election commissioner and other election commissioners. So article 324 says that, so who is responsible for superintendence, conduction of elections and controlling of elections? That is nothing but chief election commissioner as well as election commissioner. And next important point you have to see is who will be going to appoint these people? President of India. So our President of India makes appointment for the CEC based on the advice of whom? Advice of Council of Ministers headed by Prime Minister. And suitable candidates will be referred by Law Minister, and based on them, yes, President will be appointing. So what is the removal process? So they can resign at any time. And even these election commissioners and chief election commissioners, they can be also removed before the expiry of their normal term. And how they can be removed? Only through the process which is similar to that of removal of Supreme Court judge. It is very important. Okay, so that is some important points that you have to see from your prelims. And now let us see the next article. So if you see title, it says that peace imperatives. So in yesterday's class, we clearly discussed that. Yes, President's rule imposed in Manipur. So why? Because of Manipur violence. So here, just see about what is the root cause of Manipur violence. So Manipur violence is because of especially reservation. Okay, especially reservation for Metis and as well as Kukis. So issues between Metis and Kukis. So actually, there is an issue that Metis wants to get ST status, that is scheduled tribe status. But Kukis are saying that already in many posts, so these Metis are there and Metis are like legislators. So why they need this ST status? So there is a communal violence which erupted between these two communities, that is Metis and Kukis. And still now there is no peace which has been established. So because of this, under Article 356, President's rule or state emergency or constitutional emergency which had been imposed. So just see about what is this state emergency topic from your emergency provisions in your Lakshmika. That's it. So in today's class, we detailedly discussed about that. Okay, now let us see the next article. So title says the Teesta Dam and the long shadow of climate change. So this Teesta river, which is located in the state of Sikkim. So it is very important river, and this Teesta river sharing is also one of the important problem between India and Bangladesh. So this article is saying that because of climate change, there is impact on the dam. And already this dam had been devastated earlier. And now they are going for rejuvenation of this dam. So because of this is in news. And here you have to know about where is this dam located. So just a minute, I will show the location of this dam. Okay, so this is your Teesta Dam. Here you can see this is your Teesta Dam. And because of this disaster which happened in 2023, there was collapsing of dam which happened. Okay, the collapse of this dam which happened, and now again from January 27 onwards, they are going for rejuvenating of this dam. So because of this is the news. Okay, here you can see in this first image. Yeah. So if you see, earlier this is Teesta Dam. Okay, but what happened? Because of disaster, it had been broken down, and disaster which led to disruption of this dam. So now they are going for rejuvenation of this dam. Okay, now let us see the points which are given in this article. So this Teesta 3 dam, which is located in state of Sikkim, it is now under scrutiny because destruction which happened because of glacial lake outburst flood. So because of climate change, what happened? The melting of glaciers happens. So because of melting of glaciers, the water capacity in the rivers will be increased. So because of this, that will lead to the burden on the dams. That will lead to breaking of these dams. So in 2023, in October, so because of this glacier lake outburst flood, what happened? There was destruction of this dam. And this catastrophic event that led to deaths of over 100 people and even widespread damage. And now here one expert committee said that we can go for rebuilding of dam on 27 2025. So because of this, once again this Teesta dam is in use. So if you see some points, if you see, the first one is here there is an impact of climate change. So because of climate change, there is increasing of global warming. So because of increasing of global warming, there is increasing of formation of glacial lakes. So because of this increasing of glacial lakes in Himalayas, then it is going to escalate. It is going to increase the risk of having this glacial lake outburst floods. As glacier melts, more water accumulates in these lakes, and that is showcasing the urgent need for effective management and monitoring strategies. And the second important point that you have to remember is geological instability. So actually in your geography, you will be studying about this concept called as landforms formed by glaciers. For example, let us take this is a glacier. So this is a glacier. So whenever glacier is melting and whenever it is coming down, what happens? It will bring sediments and it will be forming some structures, right? So these structures are called as moraines. These deposition structure are called as moraines. So if moraines are strong, they can hold water. If moraines, if it is breaking off, it will lead to flood called as glacial lake outburst flood. Okay, so here this article is saying that moraine failure happened in the South Lohan Lake. So because of this, that led to glacial lake outburst flood in year 2023. That led to this catastrophic event. That means here now we have to understand geological stability while we are planning about infrastructure development in this ecologically very sensitive areas. And next one here is climate change is also acting as risk multiplier. So because of climate change, it is increasing consequences of natural events, and it will also lead to the failure of moraines and as well as existence of lake. So because of this, it is increasing severity of glacial lake outburst floods. And next one here is even there is inadequate or traditional climate models that we have. So we are having very limited technology so that even we can't undermine or we can't underestimate what type of weather events that we are going to have. We don't have that much technology to identify the future or predictions. And next one here is there is also controversy which is going on among the people also, like opposition people and even some people, local people, they are not allowing for this going of development. So this is the thing which is going on. And next article here it is about dealing with China's weaponization of e-supply chains. So it is nothing but it is talking about electronic supply chains. So if you go to any market to buy any electronics for say, for example, tablets, for example, mobiles, or any laptop or any other equipments, you can see very famously made in China products. That means most of our country which had been occupied by this supply chain of China, right? So now actually it is going for weaponization of these supply chains. That means till now many countries they are habituated to get the products from China. What if suddenly China stops supply of people or supply of technicians or supply of the products? So this concept is called as weaponization of supply chains. So now China is going for weaponization of supply chains. So this article is very important from your GS paper 3 under economy, guys. So this article discussing about especially China's recent actions, and in this recent action China wants to restrict the movement of engineers and as well as technicians in Foxconn's facilities, and they want to curb the export of critical specialized manufacturing equipment. So they don't want to send now technicians to other countries and as well as some equipments to other countries. So they want to go for weaponization of supply chains. And if you see some details, it says that China's strategic moves. So recently China imposed restrictions on technicians and as well as export of some specialized equipment. So because of this, it wants to maintain its dominance in global electronic manufacturing sector and it wants to control its supply chain. And next important point here is they want to go for diversification of supply chains as well. So especially they are going for China plus one strategy, which reflects shift in global manufacturing dynamics. And even they want to improve its potential as well, especially in this electronic industry. It wants to be the leader across the globe. And next one here is they are focusing on production linked incentive scheme as well. So it will be the one game changer for India's electronic sector. Okay, so like that, here it wants to make other countries to depend on China so that it can create vulnerable situation in that country. So this is about this topic and these are the important topics that appear in our today's Hindu newspaper. So by this I'm concluding, thank you so much guys and please do like this class and share this class and do subscribe to Rathods Academy.